Well, looks like the state of Connecticut is starting to go after gun owners now. This is the letter that is going out. We are returning your application for assault weapon certificate and or large capacity magazine declaration because it is not received or postmarked prior to January 1st, 2014 as required by law. As a result, you have the following options for your assault weapon as per Public Act 13.3. 1. Render the assault weapon permanently inoperable. Sell the assault weapon to a licensed gun dealer, remove the assault weapon from the state, or make arrangements to relinquish the assault weapon to a police department or to the Public Emergency Services and Public Protection. You have the following option of your disposal for your large capacity magazine. 1, render it permanently inoperable, sell the capacity magazine to a licensed gun dealer, remove the large capacity magazine from the state, or make arrangements to relinquish your large capacity magazine to a police department. Here's what's really interesting about this. This is exactly what went out in the Weimar Republic. The Weimar Republic asked everybody to register their guns, and then they said, hey, you have to, this is the key words, make arrangements to relinquish the assault weapon. When people said back in the Weimar Republic, make arrangements to relinquish these things, what happened was people were arrested or shot. Now, this is not going to happen in Connecticut, but that's what happened in the Weimar Republic. As soon as they started to make arrangements for that, then they were deemed the bad guys, and they were shot in the streets, and then the whole thing just kind of fell apart, and the state used it to say, look at how bad these people are. People in Connecticut, I don't know what you're going to do in Connecticut, because you've gone down this road now, and now what do? Now, if you have a weapon and you're not going to register it, now you are an outlaw. And which is unconstitutional. You can't what would you call it? Because grandfathering in is what you're supposed to do. So what would you call it when you ungrandfather somebody in? You can't say something is legal today and illegal tomorrow, and if you have one, it's now illegal.
It's a retroactive crime.
Yeah. You can't do that. But what they're saying is, well, no, it wasn't, but all you had to do is register it. Well, no. No, you can do that for new guns, but not what is already out there. Not going to do it.
It's we are told over and over again the target of these things, these laws, is we just want to make sure there's no
bad guys.
The bad guys. We're not trying to get, but you're turning millions of law-abiding good people who do these things the right way into criminals, and sometimes probably without their knowledge. We talk about things like Obamacare. They'll do polls on it, and 30% of people have never heard of half of the stuff that's going on in it. You got to believe a lot of people in Connecticut had no idea that they went from legal to illegal because the calendar changed.
And some people did, and they're not going to do it, and they have a right to say no. No, I'm sorry. I'm not going to do it.
It's unconstitutional anyway, so.
Right. So I'm not going to do it. And, as Eric Holder said, when he was talking to the AGs all around the country, well, you have to, you really have to think about this and use your heart, Sure, the law is that we have a Defense of Marriage Act, but we're not going to enforce that one. So if you feel, because what's right and justice trumps law. Oh, does it, Eric? Does it? Well, I guess I feel the Constitution is the supreme law of the land, and I know what the Constitution says, so I'm going to use my heart to decipher which laws to abide and which laws not to abide. Because I'm going to use my heart. I'm going to look at justice. I'm going to look at the Constitution. This is what happens when you pick and choose laws. There is no rule of law anymore.